gamma squeeze today.
What if the market? Here's where I would add to that. If we, because we have a lot of we have gaps, and we talked about. Yeah, I've been in since this morning. I just added around 1450s. I added at a little bit above 15. And then what I want is to break above 1575. I think we hit 18 and 17 today. I think. Um, but it will dump, and I'm telling you guys, it will dump. Don't have that be like a driving fear factor here, but like it has phase one, or I think it's phase one. But it's not, or is that? Hold on one second. Let me double check because it might be confusing.
It has phase one. Yeah, it does, Gary. You're right.
Alice, have you ridden Gamma today?
Yeah, it's Alzheimer's. So.
No, I got the date. I'm literally copying and pasting. Okay. It should be negative.
I forgot to send you the updated file yesterday. My bad.
You're good. It should be negative though.
Garrett, it is phase one. It's phase one for a dementia medication.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I had the news right here, but we're woo, let's go. All right, I'm adding a little bit right now.
Oh, it's 1.6.
Ooh, 1564. Nice fill.
1.6 billion.
Yeah, positive. This is all gonna get destroyed.
Bro, they chewed through 12 billion yesterday.
Bro, dude, Alice, if the strike would have expired, that would have been 19 billion shares getting sold at 45.10.
Huh?
You know, like we would have been at SPY 400 by today. Tell me no.
Bro, that would have been fine with me. I would have bought some bullets.
I would have literally been fine too, but no, they couldn't. I was laughing towards the end of the day because I was like, look at how they're playing with the JPM floor traders' feelings. Look at them. They were dropping this market. They're probably like, God fucking damn it.
Listen, guys, there's a lot of people like that. I'm on the For You page right now, so there's going to be a lot of people with really sensitive individuals who are going to see two computers stacked on top of each other and immediately start assuming all sorts of things. So you could rent a Lambo for a day and feel the same type of feelings, I'm sure, from other people. So I don't care. You can see the value or hang out, watch, listen to us. I know there's a lot of people here already watching who are daily watchers. So yeah, I'm making money on Longevron right now, so I can't be bothered.
Also, heads up, do not buy Elden Rings. It's one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. I cannot get past the first boss. Next time, I want to give myself something stressful.
Okay.
I'll take a trade overnight.
Say it's hard and don't say it's bad, okay? I'm just kidding.
God, that game is so difficult, bro.
Let me borrow it. Send it to me and I'll see what I can do to it.
4 minutes.
All right.
Just heads up.
Barclays maintains equal weight on Walgreens, lowers price target to 50. They had earnings the other day, y'all, so that could be one with volume to watch. It did finish the day with a bear flag. It is underneath that 50 price target, but downgrades don't feel good, so you could see Walgreens down to 53.80. Damn.
Coming up, non-farm payrolls.
Shut up.
Yeah, coming up, non-farm payrolls.
Stop it, Manny.
Bro, I swear to God, it's talking from his nose.
Unemployment rate.
He has to be.
It's like me. 7%. It's the New York thing. Yeah.
What is he saying, Garrett? Can you turn it up just a second?
Yeah, turn it up.
Yeah, turn him up just slightly, just so I can hear him a little bit better. If you don't mind, just until after non-farm payroll, we can turn him down.
I do forex.
Our payroll coming in, gold, May, shit the man.
Living the dream. Nice. Yeah, we got Manny does a lot of forex and trades gold, or not forex, but gold.
Gold, yes. Forex, no. I like sleeping. If you like trading London, that's okay. I don't judge you, but I like sleeping.
Sleep.
I wake up at 3 for London and I trade on my bed right there, half asleep.
Guys, I'm going to trim just a little bit of exposure on long Chevron. The market overall reacts, we could see a pullback, but I'm not cutting a lot off of this. I got a nice trailing stop right now at 1450, so.
Manny, what's your gamma?
1.6.
Yeah.
All right, I got 1.8.
Okay, so
Very close.
yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll gotta update the model.
Yeah, I'll show you what it's a manual update you have to do every time.
Just send me.
No, you'll have to do it. Yes, but if I'm not on live for some reason, you'll have to do it yourself, and I'll show you why it's messed up.
I hold on, my dog member's calling me. 1 minute before an MP always happens.
Oh, just don't answer.
Yeah. Am I using a moving averages? Yes. I sleep good, set stop loss at 2%, win or lose, it means nothing. All right, that's lit. That's lit. So we talked about this last night. I know everybody, we said the most bearish situation is a retest by gap up 175, Apple 310, Microsoft, Facebook, wait.
Reports are about to come out. Anybody that's listening, do not trade gold, please. Don't trade the reaction. Just wait.
Damn, dude, that's a big ass gap on Facebook.
Damn, I think of Kevin Hart when he said damn.
Non-farm payrolls
Shut up. Sorry.
plus 400
Payrolls coming in.
51,000. The estimate was 490,000. Private
What's the
non-farm
number?
payrolls plus 426,000.
431,000.
80,000.
Yeah, 431.
It's a little.
It's not bad. It's not that bad.
6% versus
3.6 though.
Yeah, that's on the money. Damn.
Moving averages are EMAs 20, 50, 200.
payrolls coming in lower than expected.
You know, I sound like really cynical here, guys, but I would have rather we had a good blow out of the water or a complete miss.
Yeah, because then it's so chopped.
Yeah, now it's gonna be.
Look at that. Gold isn't even reacting as hard as it normally does. Is it gonna catch a bid or what's it gonna do? All right, there we go. All right, we gotta test the liquidity all the way down there. So
You're gonna have to
PSI,
say you're about to hit that hourly
and Russia's material operations
I'm gonna go.
the open.
provides update on pending acquisition.
Anything on this?
Yeah, I'm about to trade it, but I'm waiting to see how it's gonna react here.
Wait,
That's Michael Kilo.
No, I'm not in yet. No, I'm waiting.
I usually
20, 50. Yeah, 50's. I don't have 50.
MKS Instruments has agreed with Aditech to extend date for completing
Stocks quiet following worse than expected.
previously announced
Decline.
acquisition. That's
That's what
Michael
the
Not that
Kilo.
much. It's not that.
Yeah.
Fine. They're gonna drive some sentiment in the market with the headlines.
Yeah, this is gonna so if gold accepts that 1925 level, it's gonna go retest that 1922 zone. If we accept all of that in one candle, then we are heading straight down.
Holdings and not the agreement to acquire Jackson Hole, Bank of Jackson Hole without breaking.
Yeah, I like to wait for gold. Just like you just let it make its first move at 9:30 and inverses it.
MK Instruments. No.
Here.
What?
To be acquired by Caledine Group for $12.85 per share. That's Michael November and
Holy shit, Baba. What the excuse my language, sorry. What the fuck is this stock?
The 210s inverse again.
Yeah, they had inverted. Yesterday they were very, very close to inversion, Manny. I heard you guys
yesterday at
they were very, very close. They weren't there. They, I think, just now inverted or very close to inverting again.
Right. Okay.
Love how I'm like sitting here ready to trade. It's 8:30.
Yeah, look, gold is moving flat. It comes down and down, wakes. That's that.
Exactly. I had a feeling that's exactly what it was going to do. I'm watching it right now, based off that news. Sorry guys, I test a lot and I don't mean to. It's just
Josh O'Brien. I don't do that as much anymore. I don't really have a ton of time, but you can reach out to me via Discord, and we can see if we can work something out. Dude, Baba's nuts. Baba gapped up like a lot.
Oh, you saw the China news, right? Here,
What was it?
Yeah, the Chinese authorities are preparing to give U.S. regulators full access to auditing reports of the most companies listed on American exchanges.
$12.74 on
you for Charlie story, man. Is it the same thing that I posted last night?
Here, I just posted in live trading chat.
Okay. Wow, I did not see that.
ACHC Acadia Healthcare announced Christopher.
Yeah, so Chinese. Yeah.
Executive CEO Alpha
So
Charlie.
I watched.
Bro, that's surprising. That's really surprising. That's like left field, bro. I did not expect that from like a regulatory perspective. That really blows my mind right now.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
RG Digital Bridge.
I was like, rip.
Yeah, I have it on. I have some key levels already set up on it right now. I'm watching it about 117 to 118.20, and then potentially the 118.60s. If it breaks 118.60s, I mean we've got gaps to fill on that thing as well, pretty high above us. Damn, dude, that thing is crazy.
Into this, Agnes. Go ahead. Vana models on. Sorry, Gary, were you gonna say something?
No. I was just gonna tell somebody that to hit the link in the bio. Our Discord has a lot of that information. Thank you guys on TikTok for leaving likes.
We are innovative industrial properties priced at 1 point.
In Vana models, there's a very sharp skew for QQQ and SPY versus SPX, right? The Q basically is telling us that the put position and higher volatility is starting to take effects on the market. So what this basically tells us is that the market is being more sensitive to shifts in IB, impact volatility. So with this stance, one can assume that anytime IB goes down, stocks will rise. Anytime IB goes up, stocks will decline. So we're gonna get now since that. So the volatility suppression.
I think you said that. I think you said IB rise and then IB goes up.
Sorry, IB goes down, stocks go up. IB goes up, stocks go down.
Yeah.
Okay, so that JPM strike was a volatility suppressor for the whole last week because they needed to expire. Worthless. That's the main thing that they were after. And now there's going to be a cascading event. So
got a lot of books in there.
That suppressor, right, which was that strike, that shit's gone. Now volatility is free to roam back in the open market. So since we're at this point again, now we're going to start looking at that call wall at 450, right? We know that the call wall at 455 is useless. There's basically nothing there anymore. So whatever was there went all the way to 450 now. If we lose 450, which is our last, I promise you, real line support, it's done. Because already at 45.25, so let's say 452.50, which is not even that exact level, but around that zone, gamma starts flipping already negative. Look at where we're at. So we close SPY 451, right? 451. So if we close at 451 and we saw that gamma based on SPX's close is at 1.6 billion, right? Positive. We can assume that if we dip below yesterday's lows, gamma's gonna start going negative. The more negative gamma we see, the more put buying we're gonna see, and the more of IV and volatility exploding we're gonna see.
Revised.
That's where we're at with our gamma analysis.
Revised to 504 on the non-farm payroll.
What?
That's what?
Bro, they revised it? No, bro.
That's not real.
These people are still doing this shit.
I don't see that yet. I don't see that. Where'd you see that? I did mute Charlie, damn it.
Where'd you see the revised? Please, if you can send it.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, these people don't stop with that shit.
Hold on, it could be fake news, man. Who knows?
I hope it's fake news. Is in the market?
It'll give you 1 second.
Oppenheimer maintains outperform on Farfetch, lowers price target to 26. I haven't heard of this stock in a minute.
Farfetch is a penny. It's a Chinese small cap penny stock. The company's actually like a legit company, but it's a small cap. Okay.
What's with all the noise? That is all the admins in my Discord.
What's with all that noise? Damn, bro.
So many people talking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how I told DJ. Gold was gonna move down into that area and possibly bounce. So that's where we're at. I mean, it's like today's not gonna be a day for NFP, so I'm good. Let's see if stocks make a move.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually, so like I am green, and well, I think I'll still be green on my Facebook put because I held it through the dump at the end of the day. Um, and I know possibly some of you guys, and we, because I talked about this yesterday, and I told you guys how much I didn't like it. That's what I kept repeating is like, I don't want a dump right now. I don't want this dump at the end of the day because it makes me feel like we're going to bounce tomorrow. And that's exactly what we did. We bounced right back up to the same level that we broke, and we can only hope that this is a retest and that this gap is going to get filled. But that's a fat gap. That's 222 20, and then we gapped up to for Facebook. Obviously, it's 223.85. So this could be filled easily. Bounce, chop. We could just chop in this gap range, and that oftentimes is one of the worst setups for me going into Fridays is when we gap up and set a range, because then that's the range we just trade in for the entire day. So
Yeah.
it is Friday again. We have had a good week, a great week.
We had a great week, dude. Great week.
There is no reason to force it here. If you didn't have a good week, the most high probability trades are going to be next week, possibly. I mean, I can't, like, who knows? Maybe Tesla, Elon, buys everybody. I don't know. He could do anything. Runs for president, and Tesla stocks goes to $1,500. But other than that, I don't see. If we don't break range, I'm not going to sit and trade all day. I'll go ahead and call it a day, maybe come back last 30 minutes, see if there's anything there. But other than that, guys, I want to come into today with perspective, and I definitely don't want to end the week on a red note. Even if I'd rather cut at stop losses and end it there than try and force something that isn't there. So not super keen on the setup here at all. So
Dude, I entered a short swing last night for gold here, and it was great. I was up like $300 by the time I went to sleep. And maybe 20 minutes later, after I went to sleep, I got hunted for my stop.
oh no.
I woke up at 2 a.m. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I got hunted for a spot for my stop. I took gold short. Um, right around.
So, and the trading hit though. You saw it, like gold.
Yeah.
Like it dropped almost 100 points. The trade was the technical was solid.
Yeah.
I just went for my stop. That's all.
I took it short around 7
a.m.
and 7 p.m.
Oh, okay. Damn, dude. What the fuck? So you got caught in all that shit?
Yeah, I got caught all in the shit, and then I was up for profit, and then I got stopped out around like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, London, of course. London always gives that stupid little impulse up.
What was I gonna say? Garrett, you were saying something about GME before non-farm came out.
Yeah. Real quick, guys, long Chevron just spiked up. I had an order ready to sell at 16 just to trim. I'm still in. I'm basically watching for 1475 and 1450 to get crossed. That would probably mean we might pull back again. I have a pretty good fill here, and I'm willing to buy just a little bit more. I still think we could see $17 today. And then as far as GameStop, so uh, if by chance, and so they the split that they're talking about doing, that's still got to go through shareholders. But the speculation of it, definitely, I don't know, from your opinion, like, could GameStop squeeze if they split? And if would that be beneficial for the mission? Because GameStop is only, it was just chosen, I guess.
It's not. If, in my opinion, the split in itself is actually not beneficial. It's actually more detrimental to the stock.
Right.
But the hype behind it and the amount of shares the amount of call options that are now in the money is insane.
Yeah.
That's what's driving me to believe that there might be a gamma squeeze today. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say if the market does end up, because we did gap up, if the market does end up falling, I think that this game could take over that inverse energy that we've seen before, and then drag the other. And here's the thing, and this is why stocks. This is in my opinion, the strategy to keep stocks from squeezing into their full capacity. And I might even make a video on it, but I might get taken out by the government. Who knows? I think that they just keep people spread out. I think that they let you know what stocks have high interest right before that they know they're going to cover. And they're like, oh, look at this. And they have bots. They are a part of Wall Street bets. You can bet your ass that hedge funds have people specifically scrolling, scanning, and posting. That is verified. That is a real thing. I truly believe that it is about keeping investors spread out amongst as many stocks as possible, because when it was just one, what happened? It went crazy, and then everybody wanted the next one. Before this one, like where GameStop was, if everybody would have focused, there would have been a better chance, because they, for once, caught well, they didn't catch them off guard. Uh, the short report or that opinion, like, basically was said before the shorts were taken. It was like I'm gonna do this thing, and then everyone was like, no, you're not. So anyway, me personally, I think that if there's a lot of other stocks that start sprinting with it, it'll be a short-lived run, but definitely above 200. This thing's got gamma squeeze potential for sure. So
I thought exactly on that, Gary. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm thinking. If we do potentially get that gamma squeeze today, what is going to happen is you're going to see liquidity sucked up out of big commercial, like a, and hey, it's a like motherfucker. Like, it's just going to be Facebook, Google, Amazon. Liquidity is going to get zapped. It's going to get like truly zapped. The algos will be completely turned off, and they're going to trade trash because game's going to suck it all up, and the algos will be just turned off and generated.
yeah.
If that happens, it's going to be like a black hole. In fourth, and you're going to see some of those hopes that have happened in the where you did see GME hope up and down, like back and forth.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so on the upside for today, there could be zero DTE selling because of elevated put premium because of IV, which this could lead to quick reversions in the markets. Remember, when you sell puts or whatever you do with puts, market maker needs to go against your trade. So this can be a bit of a short cover rally, but our resistance is going to remain at 460, 4600 for SPY. 450 to 460, to me, that's just a big 10-point range. That's useless in my opinion. If we bottom out at 450 today and Monday we lose 450, that's when the fun begins. If we break 460 for some reason in hell today and we keep running Monday, then we're just gonna keep moving up. But that 10-point range, till we get out of it, I don't think we're gonna see any big moves. And the whole thing with the gamma on GME and stuff, you gotta check the OI. If it's really that crazy for today's expiration, I would expect it, but I bet you that it's more crazy for monthly expirations.
That is 414. No, it's 414, bro.
Yeah, so for sure that day we will see movement.
Well, here's the thing. That's what my thought process is that whoever did this, whoever made that large buy at the end of the day, were they the same people that were also buying all the zero DTEs going into today? The person who did this large buy, Manny, literally executed it in 2 trades last night at 459.
I went to tag Garrett and Free Child. There's like 4 more different Potter stocks.
Jesus Christ! All right,
Garrett, you're number 4329.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrett's 4329.
Yeah, okay. No, I was just tagging all of us, and I just saw.
I got it. Let's go Potter hunting.
Let me start tagging them.
I don't have them. Did they block me? No, I don't see.
Dude, they're
Oh, they're
fucking
old, dude. They're old. They're already dead. I killed them.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
They're already dead. That's fucked.
I killed them.
Okay,
Expecting
not
a
here.
pop,
Okay.
small pop, then drop. You twerking over there, my guy?
That last guy just said, fuck it. He didn't even bother putting the emoji at the end of the name.
Yeah, she was like, "Potter, stop."
He was like, fuck it. They're going to find out either way.
That guy and me is. I've talked to the dude. I've been like, what do I need to do? I was trying to get him to give me his information. I was trying to get it out of him by offering him money, but I was like, I'll pay you to stop. But how do I get this money to him? And he was, of course, like wanting it through crypto. I was like, fuck you, damn it.
Like, it's crazy. So they harass in hopes that somebody just pays them off.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, he literally was like, I was like, why don't you just like learn? Why don't you just like learn like this instead of like trying to scam people for money? I was like, has it worked? And he was like, not in here. I was like, yeah, because we wax that ass every time you come in here. But anyway, Facebook's looking better. This is making me feel better. Facebook's got a bear flag pre-market.
Now, the chart that usually has Facebook had GME, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's GME. It's not Facebook.
Well,
Yeah, that gap is the most like liquidity hunting gap I've ever seen in my life.
it is. All right, so real quick, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just rush through the news really quickly. I know that we've got most of the economic data out so far, so it's funny, we did have strong US economic gains expected in March, and the jobless rate was seen falling to 3.7%. So obviously you guys have those comparisons. US stock index futures rose ahead of the key employment report. Obviously, after Wall Street ended the first quarter with its biggest quarterly decline in 2 years in the previous session, European shares rose slightly as a rally in bank stocks help outweigh worries about economic growth and inflation. Asian equities ended in the positive territory through Japan's Nikkei. Am I saying that right?
Nikki.
Is it Nikkei?
Yeah, I hope it's sure it's club.
You know what? I feel like I'm overdoing it if I try too hard. You know, just be yourself and mispronounce it. Nikkei, maybe, I don't know, was down on profit taking. A stronger dollar hurt gold prices. Oil prices fell ahead of the meeting with IEA members nations set to discuss the release of emergency oil reserves. I don't know why I choked on that word. So we also had the Amazon Union has a strong lead in New York. Vote count losing in Alabama so far. That's an update. They don't want that. Amazon doesn't want that real bad. Part shortages, high gas prices weigh on U.S. auto market. Major automakers are expected to report that the first quarter U.S. car and light truck sales fell sharply compared to a year ago. More uncertainty ahead because of the part shortage, high fuel prices, and rising interest rates. I remember as a kid when they had trucks. I remember when the oil prices ripped before when I was a kid, they all the used trucks that were in like for sale and people were dropping the prices on them like crazy. It was nuts. But anyway, let's see here. A couple of earnings to remember. We had BlackBerry, the company reported fourth quarter revenue on Thursday that missed analyst estimates as its growth in cybersecurity business. Its biggest was flat due to increased competition. Revenue fell to 185 million from 210 million a year earlier. Activision U.S. authorities are investigating whether an options trade in one of the traders, a Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday. Yeah, I know, right? Activision violated insider laws as of following a meeting between CEO Bobby Kotick and
BlackBerry,
yes,
BlackBerry?
RBC Capital mentioning some guidance from BlackBerry from their conference call.
Dude, William?
he sounds cool.
And I think they kind of thought we're not going to be able to flat and trade because every time they had a headline, it goes in the opposite direction.
Okay, go.
477 million revenue.
Trade European equity. I don't know why.
200 million.
And European equities act to Fed commentary, bro.
European Lagarde.
No, I'm talking about to our commentary.
Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna say Lagarde. Like, who cares about what she said?
No, Lagarde's waste of.
Dude, Lagarde. I think she's a robot. 100%.
I was gonna say something else, but
Don't say it.
I can say it. I'm doing this short of that. I want to get myself in trouble this morning.
The options trade was arranged days before the Microsoft Corp said it would buy Call of Duty Maker for $95 per share.
Oh,
So,
for real? It was insider trading?
yeah.
400 no, it was $4 million in profit, Garrett? Is that what it was?
It generated an unrealized profit. Hey,
Bobby, damn it, Bobby.
Right, it was 4 million.
That's crazy because nothing's gonna happen to them, dude. Nothing.
um,
They get a little like fine. They still make
No, Manny. This one, they're gonna get slapped on the hand, and they're gonna get it.
Let's see, bro. Because Goldman is there spoofing the market, and then they get a what, like a 60.
They'll get a year. No, they'll get a year in prison.
WK.
Oh, okay. And this, yeah, we're getting to that point then.
No, for sure. They'll get a year in prison because it's FCC's getting tired of making a fool of recently, and their budget was just increased in the last what do you call it? In the last budget allocation for the federal departments. Mm-hmm. So one of the reasons that they're going to be like super aggressive is because they're going to want to show that they're using their budget for good reasons, and they'll give the guy a year.
Good reasons.
Each one of them.
Good reasons.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it works, man. If you don't use your budget, you lose it. From a government perspective.
And there's something the office taught us was that we cannot have a surplus.
Nope. You have a surplus, you lose it.
Yeah. Where's Neon? That's so right.
Yeah, if they ran for Congress, they could do it legally, 100%.
Yep.
Nancy Pease, good girl.
Girl, I would hate when we were like in the COVID times and we just had to like listen to all her press conference. And it was for no reason. It was just her trying to, push the Second CARES Act more back.
No. Or push her stocks.
Or push her stock. But yeah, dude, Elden Ring is easily one of the most PTSD games I've ever played in my life.
Never played.
And here I was like so happy. I sat down on my computer. So this is how it happened. I sat down on my computer to download the game, and as soon as I started downloading or whatever, I started trading. And I forgot about the game that I bought it. We were at dinner, and Diana was like, "Oh, so now what are you gonna do this weekend?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, wait, I have a game I just bought."
Let me see how much fun I have. I hate it.
Dude, I promise you, as soon as I got home, I've literally played the same match 20 times. I can barely do damage to the guy.
Consolidated.
Yeah, that's why you should play FIFA.
Big stuff offering.
Okay.
Size not disclosed.
I'll buy you up
to ED.
Right.
Wow,
bro, I got 2K. We can go.
I'll buy you up a 2K any day.
Let's go.
Yo, what's happening at Apple, dude?
Let me see. I don't know. Did Apple get dibs?
Let me check. Let me open my broke boy terminal.
UGC trade up for. And
Apple stock was dropped from JP Morgan's focus list. Oh,
what?
Jamie?
Business combination. Tango Uniform Golf Charlie to UGC.
So what? That was an exit pump?
No, that was just fair. It's not an exit. I mean, no, they're just. I think they're not out. They're just not focused on the stock. I don't think they're out.
JP Morgan's waste of analysis said that moderation in consumer spending will do two things. It will temper expectations for the upside from the recent iPhone SE launch. Who buys that iPhone? And also limit the upside in the service segment as gaming engagement in China moderates materially both from the pullback in consumer spending. Oh,
Send me that. Send me that, bro.
yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know how to read. My English is not my first language.
No, you're fine. I just want to see it. I did not. I didn't hear what you said until I actually listened to it again. Yeah, no, so it's funny.
Shares of Apple are 0.50% down in the pre-market. Tim Cook is probably mad as hell.
It's hard to read. Okay, there we go.
In a way, yes, but at the same time, no.
Climbing for 11 days.
But that's necessarily like that. I mean, everybody's screaming the recession is coming, and I mean, you could. I would believe it would hit one way or another, but I don't know. I think it's more like a global reset. What's coming, and I think the reset is going to be when the Fed introduces their cryptocurrency, which is going to be, the dollar's baby, and then that's how the world is going to move with the baby of the dollar and the dollar. JP Morgan is useless, bro, in my opinion. I didn't go through '08 because I was a kid, obviously. My dad did. But once I basically got older, I did do the most research I could so I can understand what happened. I also have a book, and I recommend this book to everybody. It's called The Big Debt Crisis by Ray Dalio. That book has every single debt crisis that has ever happened.
Why maybe? Why?
The whole segment of '08, it's amazing. But everything in that book. So if you guys want to learn about '08 and I can send you a documentary that I watched. It's pretty informative. Or you can read the book. Both books give really good information for those that they're not really experienced to that extent. But my dad was part of a fraud with his mortgage. He was getting money taken out of and all that shit. He ended up getting pardoned by my Godfather Bank, as I like to call them, Bank of America. God, I love that. I'll send you a picture of the book. Hold on. It's a pretty thick book, but it's worth it. There's so much information on it, man. And it talks so well about how the basic the move into '08 happened. And the move into '08 sort of happened because they had interest rates on the floor, right? And then at the same time, they were putting so much propaganda through your fucking teeth. I'm sorry, I know it's live about buying a home, buy a home, this and that, like build a home, like fix a fixer and sell it. They were basically giving so much promotion to fixers and sellers that little by little this drove the housing market crazy. And then when you get a lot of demand, and this is not towards housing only, this is with anything. And I mean anything. It could be from a pen to, as we saw, a house. When demand comes in, greed is right there at the door. And that's what happened in '08. Demand was there, but greed was way above demand. And that's what happened. The banks literally got greedy. What happened was that the banks got greedy, man.
No, you're right. Banks they get greedy. 100%.
Oh, gold is starting to. Oh, there's gold. Gold. Oh shit, gold. Hey, gold is going for that liquidity at 1922. This could be a bounce at this into what do you call it? The 9:30 open, but I don't know, man. I can't get a good read on this thing today.
8:30. He mentioned big debt crisis.
That book is awesome, dude. Also, it gives you such a perfect bear mentality. It's horrible. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But it straight up, it tells you what happened. SPY and the Qs look like they're filling that gap.
Yeah, but if they fill the gap in pre-market, it's just a double gap.
Yeah. And then what we have is that 450 level on SPY. You know, we either get that acceptance or we just keep hovering.
Oh, I think refilling the other gap. Oh yeah, so they're dropping. So we might open close to flat, and then at that
Yep.
point, I would say the Qs could test 360, 336, or 364 if we go up first. So
Gold and the Qs and SPY.
Yeah, everything's falling together. The question is, who's gonna bounce?
TGW stag what?
I think the equities are going to bounce.
Yeah, ideally.
Not seen any terms disclosed in that
I'd
deal
say-
for Sandy Tango. Golf.
most
If
I think
TGW.
just floodgates, I'm just gonna stay away because there's no reason for it. So.
I think gold could go to 1915.
Yeah, like 1920, 19. I know, 1915. Now my chart is 1916, but that's a pretty aggressive support for a while. If
Yeah.
you're hourly and you plot it, you'll see.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at.
Sorry, that was for the and
So real quick, Chinese stocks basically,
approximately six.
we had the Chinese government said that they would. Let me just read the headline because it's going to be better than me butchering it. So several reports indicating Chinese authorities are preparing U.S. regulators for full access to auditing reports of most companies listed on American exchanges. So, yeah, China is weighing giving access to audits of most companies. So, yeah,
You know what? As I think about it even more now,
Chicago Fed's Evans says expects the equivalent of 7 quarter-point rate hikes this year.
quarter point rate hikes.
Okay, all right.
That's expected.
That's kind of what we already expected. Yeah.
Evans said developments may cause me to alter this assessment. We'll learn more through the year and will be prepared to adjust policy as needed. Evans repeats call for timely rate hikes with cautious, humble, and nimble approach.
Humble. Okay.
If they do that, then inflation will keep going through the roof.
But the reason he's able to come out and say that is because
Exactly. But yeah, I hate this manipulated aspect.
You know what, Garrett? What I was thinking earlier, bro, is that I'm actually not surprised by the China move. I am a little bit, but I'm not as surprised, and here's why: the Chinese market's struggling as a whole, right?
Yeah. As a whole.
One of the things that they don't want to struggle from a financial market perspective is their stock. So they're like, well, we want at least our stocks to perform. Shit, we'll give up our audit documentation if we need to, if that's what's going to help the stocks that have been dying for the past 8 months.
Don't forget the return of Chinese firms over the years. It's shitty.
Yeah.
So China.
Yeah, and remember the return on Manny talked about this yesterday. The return for Chinese companies, and I've maintained this sentiment for a long time, and I differ from other investors, but I just don't buy Chinese stocks, and that is one of the reasons, right? There's also, I mean, first of all, the fact that they're weighing giving out the audit logs it just is a weird headline in itself. But oh, I hope you're not on TikTok talking China. No, China's good. I love China. So but some stocks have to get what they deserve. Sorry. Shadow banned immediately.
Making more coffee. I'll be right back.
No, you're fine. Facebook April 8th, 225 put. So yes, that right now, Facebook is at a point where I feel that it could gap fill pretty easily and then drop to a low of 221.50. That was my target yesterday. So I'm gonna be looking for a rejection up, otherwise, and I'm gonna add next week's contracts. So I'll average up on this. So if it pops up, I'm probably going to enter a put at the bell. If it pops up, that's fine. It would need to break above 224.35 and hold the candle there. Will it wick? Possibly. It can for sure. So if it does break up above that, I'm going to cut. And that's why instead of having a stop loss, right? I have a stop loss, but I'm scaling in. So if you're in a small account, you want to wait for a higher probability setup. So if you see that retest and you see a candle close bullishly up there, that's going to look better for you. But for me, or for anybody who's able to scale into something, that's what I'm going to be doing with Facebook here for the anticipation for this gap fill down. I will add weeklies, but I'm not. By the time I go, and my hands are going to be on hotkeys, by the time I go to fill on these contracts and I'm saying, all right, I'm taking Facebook, whatever, like you should either already have the weekly contracts up, because if you don't, it could be already too late, because that's how quick I'm going to be in and out, because I will be using size. What? No, that is not correct. Spot. I'm going to delete that unless that's real. Is that real? That's not real. I'm deleting. Okay.
What?
Okay. That was good. That had me panicking for a second. Can't do that in here. No, you're fine. How many people would jump at that news?
What was it?
I didn't even.
I don't even want to read it out loud. He was just joking. It was an April Fool's joke. He said, breaking Walter Bloomberg. U.S. has carried out an assassination on
It's crazy. Do you think that will send the markets on a frenzy, right?
Oh my God. I'm pretty sure there's like things in place in Russia if that does happen.
Every like the war's over. They just dumped the market on it.
Another green day for long Chevron. So I've already trimmed a little bit. It's having trouble holding. I'm thinking we pull back to 1450 and bounce there. So you guys get ready because below 1425 shorts are going to take over and they will push it down. From there, again, remember, if you guys remember what I said this morning, this is likely to dump soon. It is the phase one. Alzheimer's is a big deal, but it is, again, phase one. From what I know about phase one, it's usually a dump. So, really quick though, on Baba, as tempted as I am, and it looks good to the upside, but it's also slap. If you guys are looking at my screen, it is slap up against resistance. So in my opinion, there's a possibility, and I like it. I really like Baba above 1988 for a push into the 125 area. Obviously with a anticipated level of 121, and I'd say that wick, but 124 even. Obviously being a psychological number, you are opening up at your point of control. So,
Bro,
what?
you remember the book? Like, I mean, I'm sure some of us remember when we were younger. Manny, you probably wouldn't remember this because you were probably too young.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus.
Soup for the Soul. You remember that book?
Yeah, they have a stock still
My
somehow.
mom's ready at the time.
Wait, say that again, Garrett. Sorry.
They still have a stock.
They have a stock, bro. When did they have a stock?
They've had a stock forever, dude. They're a media group.
Why? It's a book.
Hey, Tesla reports record global vehicle deliveries for quarter one.
Yeah, that was reported earlier.
And Tesla did not move?
No.
Funny.
Their factories shut down.
Shanghai, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe myself.
I'm just saying that's why they moved. Holy shit.
Really?
Why does a book have a stock?
They're a media group. They buy other.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're more of like they just acquire a bunch of Yeah, they're. I'm not. Yeah, I remember my mom. Those books unfortunately didn't help her. So, but she had those books, and I remember like reading some of them. And I remember like one of the first things like I was always like, don't take the small stuff seriously. My mom took a lot of small stuff really seriously. Oh God. Oh my God. Sound like a cat. Indonesia to impose VAT income tax on crypto assets from May. Sheesh. Just tax weed and just chill out. Yo, Apple's gap is wild, man. This thing is
Right.
yeah, 173. That's the level that I gave yesterday for more downside. I don't know, man. Apple falling like that.
I've seen that thing going around with Disney in Florida. That's actually pretty crazy. They removed Disney's basically like governing power because one thing, if you guys don't know, Disney owns Orlando. Orlando, the whole Orlando is owned by Disney. People say, nah, it's bullshit. They only own Disney. No, 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 no. In Orlando, nothing moves without Disney looking at it first.
Bro.
Because they want to see if it's beneficial for their parks.
Dude, he will be replaced
Quicker than you can imagine.
than you can imagine. If DeSantis does that,
yeah, he needs to calm down, dude. Because that's
here's the thing. Here's what I saw, man. He apparently is considering running in the next presidential election. Fine, whatever.
He
If
wants.
he does, he's gonna have to step down from his governorship role, right? So Disney will wreck him
Right.
in any shape, way, or form financially if they can.
From 9 different media outlets, he will get obliterated.
They will turn him upside down, inside out.
It'll be
Bro,
like
they would literally say that DeSantis was part of in like Epstein's Island or whatever.
It'll be like the Infinity Gauntlet, but with and he'll
make the gift.
Yep.
People forget how much power Disney has.
Yes. No. Listen. You know what happened?
Oh, we're synced up. That's cool.
I'm just gonna call you Dean because I don't want to say your whole name. I don't want to butcher it. So after that happened with the kid who got eaten at the pond or whatever, Disney literally paid people to go into the lakes, scuba dive, and remove any alligators they can find. Any babies, eggs, whatever, removed. Doesn't matter what it was, removed. The ponds only have fishes and ducks. There's no alligators whatsoever anymore because of that.
I thought it added a nice touch.
Yeah, you don't
everything.
House, hold up. With Disney. House now debating legislation on legalizing marijuana at the federal level now. Watch stocks like Tilray, HITI is high tide. It's a low. I'm actually I meant to post this last night. I'm gonna start buying, even if it drops to $2. I'm gonna start DCAing into HITI. They have made some acquisitions of some companies that I am familiar with, which this is my main issue with the cannabis space, and I'll keep this brief. You can't commercialize this sector. You can, but you can't. You cannot, as a brand, commercial. Cookies has done it, and they're besides there, it's almost like polo shirts or like. Right. So that people have noticed that it's lost that allure, I guess, if you will. Boutique shops, which are usually shops or groweries that are smaller, are being acquired by these companies, and that's where my focus lies, because that will still drive in more steady customers. There is always and here's what you have to expect is everybody is looking at marijuana as the cash cow. Understood. But a lot of that cash cow from main states that are pumping money comes from tourism directly attributed to cannabis. Every state is now allowed to grow and produce cannabis, or it's decriminalized. That is also turning off that. Not to say that it won't obviously be more widespread now. Everybody can do it. But now some of those companies that have been taking advantage of specifically tourism and people's unknowing of cannabis growing, like, just like THC levels are irrelevant, right? A lot of people don't know that. Like, that's the stuff that's going to start. That's the part of the development of the cannabis industry, is the unknowns, and the science behind it will start prevailing to some extent. I think corporations will always be able to continue to acquire these cannabis companies, and benefit off of their ingenuity and obviously skills growing these plants or medicine or whatever. And uh, that includes extractors, so people who make oils, RSOs, CBN, stuff like that. So yeah, I like Hitty. That was longer than I was hoping, but
Are we gonna do it via SPAC, or are we just gonna go to Goldman and tell them to help us?
Let's do it back, bro. Make some money.
Okay. We're gonna rug them at the end.
We're gonna run at the end.
We're rug them at the end.
for that cat, I would not be able to make it if I ever saw a cat look like that.
Yo, I feel you, dude. I would just die of laughter
I don't-
every time the cat.
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't.
That cat is the same face DJ gives me when I tell him to take a trade of gold and he doesn't take it.
Disney is coming out with many new Star Wars movies and expanding the French franchise, which adds to the value. That's, I mean, that's literally one. You got to think Marvel movies going out till 20 fucking 30, damn near. They've got so how they brought all the Marvel movies together, they're gonna now split them apart again, develop new characters, and then bring them all back around again for Marvel Secret Wars. So like that's a whole, and those are gonna rip. I'm sorry. Anybody in Long Jevron, guys, I'm still holding here. We're holding up pretty well. So I like Baba again over 119.25. I got a key level set there on my screen. Right now, Facebook is gapping up further. Blech. So I might actually abandon that because anywhere above 225, this thing may end up going up to the 226 level. So, oh my God.
Is that you, extra reps?
That you. Jesus, dude. You are. Then I see how you got the name.
You ripped the bomb.
We just try to compare some Disney restaurant to like what we have here. Dude, you know what, DJ? When you come to Miami, I'm gonna take you to Los Cielos. It's a 7-course dinner. We're gonna go there. And then you're gonna see if you're gonna compare whatever restaurant you're talking about to that.
Real quick, Microsoft is on the side watch here. Microsoft below yesterday's low, 307.88, with a target of 305 or 306 and 305.15. There's also a really good entry below an ad below 307.50 candle close on the 15-minute preferably. But watch for 307 to be that bounce level. And I want also to warn you guys as we approach the bell, that's still Friday. We did get a lot of data, so we could have volatility, which would be dope. But if we, and I repeated this or said this earlier, so I'm going to repeat it again. Anytime we gap up, and then basically allow for a potential range, if we fill those gaps, after those gaps are filled, I'm probably going to go. Unless we flush the supports underneath those gaps and continue lower, I just can't see myself. I that's usually the prerequisite for chop. So what are you looking at? Got you, Facebook. So look at where we bounce. So do you see where this is consolidated, right? And the sellers drive it back down to 224.40. Anywhere above 225, which is where basically the top. So you've got this little zone there and you got this, right? That's the key level there. And so when it first breaks down, consolidation fails that retest, continues to fall lower, bounces, another failed retest, flagging, so you don't quite fail, break, and then you end up flushing that same level. So if that makes, so basically you're looking for levels of rejection, levels of respect, in this case. So. Good morning. What's up,
If
everybody?
you look at pretty much the Nasdaq or whatever, or the Dow, everything on the 15-minute, based off yesterday's move, we just have like a giant bear flag because price stayed in a pretty tight range into pretty much Asia and London, right? So we're still in that consolidating range. I wouldn't short pretty much anything till we see an acceptance of yesterday's lows. I wouldn't take rejection trades. That's the first thing I'd just say. I'm not interested in rejection trades. I would rather just take things into a key level break and hold of that key level. I don't think I'm gonna trade anything right at the open. I'm gonna leave down 200 because of that.
Wait, why are you saying not to take rejection many? I
It's not listening. Remember, we're still in a small uptrend. You got me?
Yeah.
But we've
So-
also, if you go and look, and I'm not necessarily arguing here, but if you look, we have, if you're looking at dynamic supports, we have broken our lower
No,
time
yeah,
frame.
too.
Right. And so anytime that happens, that's when you're looking for those key levels underneath you to come and provide support. So like Microsoft, okay, we hit 315. This still broke out from the level of like 301. So I would right now I'm anticipating and I just posted it. I'm anticipating that uptrend, right? So we still have we've yet to hit that uptrend. I'm expecting to still hit that potentially and then keep rising. But if you were to go to like a lower time frame, we've broken like lower time frame uptrend, I guess.
No, I see that. On the Dow, we broke our first support, and now we bounced our second.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I want for that second support to get a close below, and then I'll go short and right that little drop. Not before, just because I just don't like how the market could possibly move. And remember what I said earlier, that if we see a lot of 0DTE like put premium selling, we can see a small short cover rally. So imagine the rejection could be your breakout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I wouldn't do it. But mind you, I'm trading futures. This is not equities or whatnot.
Yeah.
You're in equity.
All world service. So Manny pretty much says never trade. So I know you're joking, but I think about that though. Like that this worth observing Manny's strategy and his outlook on the market, right? He's cautious. He's also using a strategy that's quicker, it exposes him less, so he gets a better return in, out, and I'm gone. So he has not changed who he is or anything. He's only built a strategy around it, and that's awesome. So if he's
For me to put size
exactly
so and like end of the week, right? I forgot what was that. I had the great. Was it this week when Tesla ran? Yeah, right.
yeah, that amazing.
It's pretty much a great week and month in general. There's no reason for me to start the month off putting size. What I need to do is build that cushion in front. This is something we're gonna go over today. Today, we're after market close. This is where we're gonna do our first little live session, right? Where we're all gonna talk it out, and anybody that's going through anything, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk it out. But one of the things I'm gonna explain is the importance of spending the first 2 weeks of the month building a cushion of size. So the next 2 weeks, you can just slap things with size. And the reason why the first 2 weeks you focus on that, because the first 2 weeks are the most data volatile type of weeks. Why? NFP on Friday, the next week, CPI. After those two data reports, everything is butter, smooth sailing, right? So that's just why I like to do that. The first 2 weeks, I always focus on getting gains. I have my cushion, and then when we start moving, I start putting in more size.
I see a butterfly pattern on Microsoft Daily. Confirmation candle was yesterday. I have not looked at those in a long time. Fuck. Facebook. Man, this is exactly why I said I did not like yesterday's setup. Blech. I hated that pullback. So if you guys are in Facebook, do not compromise. We got a couple of minutes here. If you end up red, don't try and revenge trade out of it. There's no sense in doing that. Sometimes shit happens, just like this. We ended up with a pretty good trade yesterday. We did trim. I trimmed a little bit, but I voiced my concern about this. So this was kind of expected. I probably should have done more in anticipation for it. But I do have our hedge, and so I will be taking advantage of that hedge if you guys yeah, I know it's taking off. Do they have any news or something? Because that's kind of, oh, there it is. Hold on. Facebook algorithmic bugs subjected content to integrity. Oh, that's not good. The fuck? What? What does that even mean? Why? How's that?
All right, guys, 1 minute.
All right, so we have April 240 calls. If we flush below, those are hedges, right? They are held until either the position flushes down, or they are, if we break above our stop loss and continue to rally, we can hold them from there. But otherwise, even though they will probably be up, I'm not going to, or maybe even break even. I'm going to use them for exactly what they're there for and hang on to them. So, but if you have the 225 puts, I will let you know when I exit out of these. So
Get the party started. It's Friday.
Market's open.
I heard the bell. I guess.
there's long Chevron bouncing off of the 9-day moving average. I'm still in.
I hear Roku crying. Sorry, buddy. Just rang.
Is that Kermit the Frog?
Now trying to push down. It's pushing into support. I want to long it, but then I don't want to get squeezed. Look at that. I should have longed it.
Watching for a rejection here on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy. I'll probably wait till 10. I don't. Again, there's no reason. It's NFP day. Already reports. The market gets.
Yep. Yep, I was right about the big ass bounce. I'm not in anything. I'm waiting for this candle to close. 4 minutes here. I am in long Chevron, and I am willing to add to this right here. Right here. Just a little bit more. I'm looking for a 1775 target. Ooh, they just pumped that shit. They just rated. Okay.
It's gonna probably reject around 1932.
All right, I didn't get to fill on long Chevron, and they pumped it up anyway, and they rated people's fill. They just grabbed a bunch of shares from up at 1654, and then just flushed it down. So I'm gonna hold off on that here. Fuck Facebook.
All right, the queues are starting to build up.
Yeah. Looking at an April 9th call though on Facebook, I think if you guys want to go ahead and cut your Facebook puts, you can go ahead and do that. This was obviously really risky, so damn man, exactly what I said was going to happen yesterday, Manny, happened to a T.
Yeah, Q's is leading, so the Dow is lagging with SPY, but the Q's are leading the move today, just by how the price action is on across the index.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a 2:30 call, I think, on Facebook for April 8th. We'll see. I have this level here, it just tapped perfectly, which is 226.80. And we'll see what this candle closes as. This is going to tell us a whole lot because it just tapped resistance all in one move. Big volume or decent volume. Apple filled its gap ASAP. Now here's some human music. Tilray has got a big volume spike there, Atlas.
The largest Dow and SPX versus the Qs.
Yeah,
That means when the Qs loses a bit, it's just gonna fall hard. Wow, dude, the Dow, holy shit.
I wouldn't, if we continue to reject this level on Facebook, we've got 227.44, then it could reverse from there, but otherwise
They've been building so hard.
I don't know, dude. I'm watching it right now. We shorted it at the perfect time yesterday, but I told people that slamming into support like that was just not what I wanted to see. So, but I have a feeling this could end up being a fake out. When you go and you rush up to a resistance that quickly, kind of makes me feel a little bit weird. Tilray could end up hitting this 820 mark here in just a minute.
We'll take calls on Tilray just in a second, guys. I have my triple hold.
Baba is building here. Go ahead and second, I have a screenshot of my. He does. Yo, what a weird dude. We got somebody with a profile picture of
IWN insane. IWM. That's a big candle for IWM. It literally engulfed the whole entire day from yesterday.
The Qs are just lost his bid. There you go. The Qs are heading down now.
There it is. Watch that. Oh man.
Facebook could engulf that candle completely.
It could, but it needs to. Right now, I'd say it needs to bounce at 225.50 in order to make that happen. But this guy here, dude, has a profile picture of my screens. That's so weird. I'm gonna block him. What a weirdo.
Watch some caps to light up. IWM's got insane volume and pressure to the upside.
Microsoft ended up filling its gap with just like we thought there. So Apple ended up filling its gap to the upside. Facebook tapped resistance. Its moving averages are all the way down at 225.17. Hold on, I gotta fucking delete all this shit really quick.
Excuse me.
Baba hasn't been able to break resistance. Tilray is building underneath $8, trying to break. Long Devron's sitting up there. FCX is moving to the highs. FCX.
All right, guys, I'm in Tilray long, keeping it light.
There's a gap to fill to $51.78 on FCX. Hold on one second. Checking the higher time frame. That looks pretty good, actually. Did Rolly call FCX by chance?
I know he always trades that thing.
Yeah, Rolly, you like it here? I think I might take a call on FCX.
So here, guys. Sorry, just watching.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take it. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do April 8th. Guys, I'm going to do a $52 call for April 8th on FCX right here. Starting like 94 fill. Stop loss on this one is under 50.32. Oh, look at that. Everything is staying in range after it filled its gap. Stupid.
If gold ends up building that 1932 instead, it's gonna move into 1940 because that's the next step where we would go. So if we close there, I'm gonna take that long all the way to 1940. It should be like 10 pips. 10 pips with the right size is $1,000.
You're gonna take it 1930 to 1940, maybe?
No, 1932. So look at the 15. Look at those wicks at around 1932. If we fill those wicks, right? If we just close above those wicks, I'm gonna wait for any dips or just take it over the highs and then write it into that 1939 level.
Yeah.
That would be my TP pretty much.
Oh shit, Baba.
I need you to show me how you trade gold because the way I look at that chart on the hourly, I'm seeing like a ton of noise above, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, I gotta explain it to you so you can see.
Okay, yeah. Because if it's not, I'm assuming you don't trade it like you would Amazon or you would Stack or anything like that.
Gold is different. Like I said,
Yeah.
nickname is wick filler because that's all gold does. Gold always retraces.
Yeah, there's Facebook. There's Facebook.
All right, if you're in with me, you're up.
That was a nice reject on Facebook, and believe it or not, it rejected the 50-day SMA on the hourly.
Yeah, key level 212. Yeah, Tilray just made that nice pop.
All right, I'm in the money on Tilray.
Garrett, have you cut your Facebook call?
Oh wait, Paul. I said I was thinking about taking that. I didn't take any upside calls. 230s.
Oh.
I had just had my finger on the trigger. If you're in, I'm looking at the premium. You shouldn't be down too much. But you're not bearish until you move below 224.41. I do have FCX. I might add a FCX. I don't know if I should go for a weekly. That's probably not a good idea. Those are 15 cents. I'll grab a $52 call just to add to it, but FCX looks wonderful. I might add to that one. It has a gap to fill here to 51.61. And then the next target there is 51.88. All right, here, let's see what Facebook does. This could be a straight flush into that gap. That's a better play. I like this level right here. I'll mark it out on my chart. Right there. So when you lose 224. Tilray's building nice for you. Yeah, so with Facebook above this, we talked about 227 yesterday. That's kind of where I wanted to break to the upside. So 814 on Tilray. Watch a big level at 819.
The Dow is trying its hardest to just like hold the downside, but it's making it very hard. And it points me to thinking that if we go to yesterday's lows, we could possibly just bounce across the board. I also hate how the Nasdaq is just struggling to basically free fall because this makes all the other ETFs take their sweet ass time. Remember, we need to have a follow the leader, everything happening at the same time.
At 45%. Sorry, yeah. I'm 45% on Tilray. Do what you need to do, manage your risk.
If you guys are in shares with me from I think last week, or maybe Monday, I think it was on Tilray. I might add a little bit here. I got a due average, so but I have a little bit of shares, so I don't have a lot, so I might just add here.
My focus is going to be this hourly candle close on all of the names. The reason why is because, for example, SPY rejected its 5-day cloud. You guys know 5-day cloud is rising support or declining resistance, so that's good. The Qs rejected the 100-day and the 5-day cloud, which are literally in the same space. So that's also good. That's telling me that there is obviously declining resistance taking place. So the next one is the Dow. Same exact scenario, move down. So what we need is for these hourlies to close. Those clouds move down. Maybe retest them again.
Any gold level?
Gold level? Not yet.
Okay.
So that's what
was coming up close to it.
You get what I mean? We need to get all that liquidity to just continue moving down from pivot to pivot. I love the Dow's chart way more than the Qs. And SPY, I love it secondly to the Dow because it's moving nice. But the Qs is just so choppy. And I'm pretty sure Nvidia is not dying because Facebook is.
Jeez.
Well, Nvidia is actually dying. What the fuck?
Dude, Fucking Walgreens dumped super hard. All those.
Yeah, Walgreens. You know, Walgreens is part of the Dow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so that's why the Dow was falling. Yeah, look at that. Oof.
I'm probably gonna hold because I have such a small amount. I'm probably gonna hold through the meeting. I might hold these for a while, actually, for like a long time.
Wow, the Dow is really nice. Okay, we're at a support now, so we gotta just continue closing. Yes, yes, nice, nice. This hourly is gonna close nice. Sorry, it's 15. The hourly is gonna close way nicer too. Nice.
Yo, actually, I might short SQ.
Block.
Whatever.
Block.
I might take an SQ put.
Yeah, his name is Block.
Next 30s. Or 130, excuse me.
Brock.
Brock.
Marowak. Yeah, it's one of the most funniest Pokemons when they say their name.
Oh yeah, it's
It's a
hilarious.
funny word, Marowak. What kind of fucking word is that, dude?
Marrow, they hit you and they're big bones. Marrow.
Marowak.
Yeah. Bone marrow.
Yeah, you're about to get
Oh,
whacked.
he uses a bone, so that's funny.
Yeah.
I eat bone marrow. Raw. Liver King out.
Marowak.
Nick, I'm still in Tilray. Yeah. I trimmed one contract. I have a 10 lot.
Oh, good boy.
No, trust me. I'm not that big. They're cheap.
Yeah,
why the Dow needs to build below 34,757. If it doesn't, it's gonna reverse up.
Keep your put your trail stops in profit on Tilray so you don't leave the trade red. Doesn't make sense to leave the trade red. You can always re-enter.
Need the sweet baby rays back out?
Pull it out.
Where's it at?
I
keep that thing on me.
Pull it out.
That sauce is too sweet.
No, you have to get the sugar-free kind. And it's perfect.
I have to try that one.
And dude, I had no idea that existed until Garrett mentioned it the other day.
Hard to find.
Sugar free.
Sucker free.
There it is, Agnes. The Dow is trying to break out.
Gold's pushing.
Facebook's done.
Sorry, gold. I mean gold. I know I said the Dow. Jesus, man.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking? I was confused. I was like, wait, are you gold or are you
I am an FCX right now. That's one of the only bolder positions that I've taken right now. So
1934 is your exit?
did you buy Facebook calls? I haven't bought anything, guys, except for FCX. Is it 3 o'clock yet? No, I'm just kidding. This is already taking forever. U.S. market manufacturing PMI March 58.8 versus the 58.5 estimate prior.
Okay,
57. Yeah. Affirm Holdings April 8th $51 call sweep near the ask. 500 at 116. I don't know why they don't tell you the expiration. Why you don't do that? What do you those of you guys who use the flow here, you guys seeing anything interesting? I'm looking right now. Billy? Oh, that was yesterday. Billy $70 call 7/15/2022. There's a quick pullback here on Tilray. You want to hold $8. $8 or it's $7.98. AMC making new lows at 23.
All right, should already hit my trailing stop. I'm out for profit.
Hold on.
I'll get back in.
No, not you. I was.
No.
FCX looks really good, but everything else kind of like, dude, my face looks so dumb.
Alice, are you in gold or no?
Yeah, I am.
Nvidia 270 strike 4-1. Wait, what? When did that come in? 247. Okay, people are watching for a bounce, maybe. SQ's moving new lows.
You think that's it, Manny? You think it's done?
No, dude, no. It always does. This gold takes a little while before it ends up building that move. You gotta be patient with it. Because here's the thing. Go look at your 30, right? This candle, look at how it's filling all that liquidity from that wick at that highs. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So long as this 30 closes above that wick, right? We have a push.
Mhm.
I trade the Forex pair.
SQ's going down, guys. SQ might be good right there. Watch this one to go to 131.71 potentially here. That's a big push.
I wouldn't recommend trading gold with my signals at least, because the moves I'm going for aren't that big of a move on spot gold itself. So, heads up. Alice, you should be green.
I am.
I don't know who bought that premium there on the video, but they just got slapped. Facebook below 224.12. Facebook below 224.12. Watching above 222 or 226.70. Downside target would be 222.30. So nothing happening though right now, guys. We're just holding. Tilray's likely going to be extreme. I'm not scalping it right now or anything like that, but it hit that 820 mark, the 822 mark. It's likely to be volatile through this boat, so it's happening right now.
Our main focus is that this 30-minute closes above 1933. Because if not, there could be a chance that the 10 a.m. candle just engulfs completely that giant green. Although the chances are very low. Gold just takes a while. It runs the last 3 minutes of the 15 close. It always does this shit.
Baba will fall. I mean, Baba looks as if it's going to go and test 113.83. Watch a penny stock Atlas SGBX. I don't have any news on that right now.
SGBX.
QQQ new low 361.15.
Yeah, wow. The Qs now are the ones leading the drop. Nice.
Okay, remember my target on Microsoft. That's 305.77.
Hey, baby.
Qs are below yesterday's lows, guys.
I broke today's low.
Ellie's here. Maybe the market will flush now.
I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too. Yeah, from High Road.
Hello. Hello.
I thought today was the day on AMC and Game.
Nothing.
No, I was joking. There's people last night talking about like today's the day.
Those calls are about to be out of the money, by the way.
Nice.
Gary, what's your price target for FCX?
My PT for FCX. I think we get to in the money on this one to TBA. But I mean, right now, I'm watching. It's pulling back right now. It needs to hold 50. So we got a pretty decent entry, but it needs to hold right about here, which is 50.80.
Wow, are you guys seeing the Qs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon stuff big too.
Holy shit, it's Qs?
Watch Facebook here, guys.
Holy shit.
Daddy, what is it?
What is that? It makes my brain go fast. Anybody take SQ there?
Yeah.
It's
You just say yeah.
I love you.
All right, there's a Dow going for that low of day. The Qs are complete. This is crazy.
Microsoft, there it is. Fuck. Watch SQ 130.50, 131. If anybody did take SQ. Facebook looks like it's going to go down. This could be a good entry here. 224.10, 224 even, needs to break. This one's holding a divergence from everything, which makes me, it gives me gas. I don't like it. QCOM, did we just get that in today? Are these from today? April 1st. Yeah, it is from today. QCOM 160 strike, 414. I do think we bounce.
Oh, QQQ. Oh my God. Look at 2-point drop, dude.
Yeah, that was a quick one, dude. It was
Jeez.
a real fast one.
You're at my.
Back here, the sell.
Remember that level I gave last night for QQQ? Yuck. Anybody here take SQ on TikTok or anything like that? Anybody in Facebook? I'm looking at taking those puts right now. Once we cross, but I just don't like the divergence. It's not flushing. Curious if Facebook decides to rip. No levels are broken. Craving Greek food.
Wow, look at that rejection, Manny. On Amazon.
Oh, the downside, yeah.
The bounce was ridiculous. No, for the bounce of Amazon was crazy.
We could bounce hard, guys. That's last night I was thinking red to green if we do. And that's why I don't like Facebook here. Looking like this. Looking like an idiot. Thanks, I took SQ. I shorted NASDAQ. I'm bag holding on Facebook. All right.
Oh shit, gold is fucking reversing.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
No, it's not reversing. It's just doing that shit it always does. Honestly. Give it a minute, it always does this.
U.S. Express Enterprises shares halted this on a circuit breaker to the upside, 25%. USX.
Wow. A lot of holds.
Yeah. I will take calls on Microsoft if we hit. 306 looks deadly. We'll see where we're at, but Apple below 172 is got 172 even. Excuse me, 172.80. XBI is nice.
I may go short on the Dow at the lows, just for a quick 60-point drop into yesterday's low days. Now I don't like how the Dow is taking long to drop. So that one's holding up against QQQ's fatality.
Sorry guys, I'm having I'm having trouble reading the comments and everything at the same time. Right now I'm watching like 9 different things. I'm surprised my eyes are still in my head right now.
There goes the Dow. Trying to at least.
There's FCX, beautiful bounce. Good patience. We need to hold the bounce, of course, but Apple is still flushing. It's at my level, getting close to it. SQ bounced right off of 131.90, which is that support there. That was definitely a good spot for a TP. Let that candle close, let you know what's going to happen next. Microsoft's getting close to support. Dude, Apple with the Dumperino.
Yeah, dude, Apple, like, jeez.
I might add to FCX here. Yeah, it looks good.
All right, gold has a minute and 50 seconds more or less, so we got to see how this 15 closes. I really want to see the 30. I want to see the 30 close above 1933.34. 1933.34, I mean. If not, I don't know. I just really don't like how that may close. I have size, but I already made up whatever red I was on that position with the Dow, so I'm not really that worried.
Just anybody in Microsoft puts. By the way, our chat, our golden sweeps, it's always worth looking at towards the end of the day, called this Facebook dump to the T. I also it's worth mentioning GameStop 180 puts for 520, 1.44 million, coming in at 956. Apple, yesterday towards the end of the afternoon, this is definitely illegal. 170 puts, 617, 2.4 million. 175 puts, 617, 2.59 million. And what Apple 179.16, 2.51 million to the downside. So that one was news came out, so someone knew that news, but it's fine. It's normal.
Let's watch the close.
I'm watching.
On gold. I like that the 30s closing, filling those wicks. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if we close around this level, like that 1931.50 level, I'll be okay with it because then it's just a smart look. That's perfect. That's perfect.
FCX new high.
That's a perfect close.
Guys, I'm telling you, 305.75 on Microsoft. Don't sleep on it. Apple's getting close to that balance level that I gave you. That's that one. We got 172.50, obviously, and 172.30. FCX doing real good.
Yeah. Smaller base being put in for US 30. Same thing with the Dow, and same thing with the Qs, and same thing with SPY.
Shit.
Once we break that base, that's oh, by the way, new hourly as well. So our hourlies are really, really nice. They are closed below. Don't get shaken out by any upward movement. They're just retesting the declining resistance.
Manny, I feel like news is going to come out on Facebook any minute here. Big sweep just came in, 240 strike, 414. Thank you for that, by the way. Damn, holy crap. Yeah, so that there was 70% confidence on that one. I may end up taking it or finding a middle ground call like the maybe the 230 put for next week, something like that. I don't know. It's holding a direct divergence right now. And what I'm expecting on Microsoft is a large engulfment candle.
Chevron, Zach with a $20 price valuation.
Let's go. Send it. Nice curl, although it has a gap.
Let's manage your exposure. Sorry, I'm gonna call it.
No, you're good. I hit it
Currently at $15.16 at a high of $16.77 in the pre-market. That's Lima Golf Victor November.
Yeah, it might curl up here.
LGBN.
Damn, I might get back into pennies a little bit more.
Penny boys.
Penny boy. Yo, Adam Havoc. Amazing job, by the way. Amazing job on the Apple puts. Yeah, I'm going to wait on Longevron because I think it might gap fill here to 1386. I might go ahead and trim some serious exposure here. OTC stock, CYBL. That's a psychedelic stock, if I'm not mistaken, right?
So, I think it's a mushroom stock.
10% on FCX. Oh my God, what the fuck? Excuse my language, sorry. Microsoft getting hella close to a level.
Sorry about that work. DJ, yeah, if you don't want to handle the pain, just cut it. There's no problem with that.
Patience, guys, patience. Yeah, Longevron's gonna flush, I think, or pull back here. SQ is moving back down through its wick a little bit.
There's the Dow building on the lows.
U.S. construction spending month over month was 0.5% versus the 0.1% or 1% estimate prior revised from 1.3 to 1.6. U.S. ISM manufacturing PMI for March is 57.1 versus the 59 estimate prior 58.5.
The Dow is going for yesterday's lows. Watch that level. A size break there will take us to 34,575. That's a 200-point drop. Do the math with a 10 for the 20 lot. That's over 2K.
I would say the Qs still look bearish on the daily, or bullish on the daily.
Everything sort of does. Everything's sort of like pulling back into the EMAs.
What we talked about at the beginning of this week, man. We were money with that, dude. We really were. We talked about the 11 straight days of green on Apple, right? That doesn't. Yeah, it's almost like at that point you know it's gonna pull back. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know it's coming. You gotta get ready for what.
Yeah, you got to play it. You know.
I said if the Dow is able to break and hold below yesterday's lows at 34,711, then we're gonna move into 34,575. I don't want to think that gold was waiting for that event that came out, like Garrett just said.
Mhm.
I don't want to believe it, but I think it was
Manufacturing or PMI?
PMI.
That's
Gold
what
is
I said.
weird, dog. Gold, it's weird. It's the weirdest thing to trade, but
Oh, whoa. Jan Piskaski? Skiski? What is their name? The lady who talks for the White House. Planning to leave White House this spring for MSNBC gig.
oh
Wow.
Yeah.
okay.
Tellerin, TELL, $6.18, new high there. I don't know why that's moving either. Facebook still holding that divergence. Where did we bounce on? Oh man, we bounced at 306.27. It's 27 cents off on Microsoft. But let's see what happens. Oh, that's hard, baby. All right, we have 23 minutes left for this candle to close. If we chop around here, Manny, I might take a call on Microsoft right now. I might do it.
Long Bill Gates.
Tell me I won't.
Long the Gates.
I actually might take a Facebook call too. There's Longevron with the gap fill. Watch for a curl. I might take those 240s.
No, that bounce was just a reaction of the PMI. Remember, all goes.
Right, but I'm also that bounce was perfectly in line with my projected support where I'm looking.
Yeah, I was just what I was responding, but yeah, no. Q's bounce on their Bollinger Band. You know what that means? There's no volatility to push it down.
Yep.
SPY is bouncing on its 150-day, and the Dow is trying to reach its BB band.
Yeah, Apple's
Gold,
ripping.
on the other hand, is just taking its sweet ass time to bounce like it's going to. The reason why I haven't cut is because I'm not looking at my P&L. I'm looking at the drawdown, and the PIP drawdown it's still not enough for my stop. The PML though, it's enough to make you scream.
22% on FCX 5174. If you guys have added or anything like that on FCX, we're doing really well on that. Am I out of Facebook? Out of what? Oh, you mean yesterday's swing? Yes, I did cut. Yeah, I cut. I did. I pretty much got out of everything. I just cut it all.
All right,
Win to close.
Stop loss zone. So either get it together, sweetie, or pain. Wow, so much pain.
Look at that hourly candle on FCX, guys. So we just gap filled. I want to break 52 today. If we break 52 today, 53.30. So we got 100% play here potentially, but of course you can TP when you feel and see fit. Reuters reports U.S. Treasury Department issues sanctions against North Korea. Benzinga has not confirmed this yet. Well, thanks.
Calm that guy down.
I'm reading his news lines now.
I thought they calmed him down.
Who? No. I just
What's his face?
Bad haircut guy.
Yeah.
All right, now it's approaching that 34, 7, 11 level. Sort of God, gold is.
Imagine using a stop loss. Okay. 51.83. FCX is a ripperoni. Beautiful volume. Small daily wins.
Reuters reporting US adding 5 entities.
I'm not telling you to hold to 50%. If you bought 30 contracts of FCX, you have more reason to TP than somebody else who has 2, right? To trim. So right now, I mean, FCX is approaching my level. All I can do is watch for the break. Do I expect a small rejection or possible consolidation? I'm thinking so. So U.S. Treasury adds 5 entities to sanction list regarding relations to North Korea. Didn't they just flat out say they hate us and they want to like fight us?
Yeah.
Didn't he just say that?
I thought we calmed that guy down.
Oh, you're talking to him. Oh.
Yeah. I thought we like chilled him out. I don't know what's going on again.
Nah, dude. Dennis Rodman hasn't gone over there in a minute, so.
Oh, we gotta send Dennis over there.
Send Dennis.
Dennis comes.
Send him in a ballistic missile that doesn't blow
Oh
up.
God.
Just a bunch of basketballs come out. And
The Falcons right now are going crazy.
little Debbie cakes. You know, he looks like he likes the little Debbie cakes. Looks like a little Debbie cake. Yeah, James Franco and Seth Rogen. He probably has nightmares about those guys.
I think they have ever left the country after the movie.
Dude, Facebook. Dude, go look at Facebook's price action on the 5-minute, dude. Go look at this monster. Ugh. And now it's gonna break up. They got Flo saying it wants to go to the upside. I could believe it. I think I might take the 230s for next week. Just grab one right here. I'd want to fight us too.
Yeah.
We do be pushing the boundaries a lot of shit, man. Yeah, look at that bounce on Microsoft. Money. Money. Someone sold 4,800 contracts of the 125 call for 10/21/2022 for AMD with 5 million premium. I'm down 95% on AMD. Why are you in AMD? What are you in? And are you in weeklies on AMD?
Yeah, that's zero. That sounds like zero DTE.
Yeah, dude, you can't. There's no way that you held anything longer expiration. This administration is full of clowns. Every administration has been full of clowns. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Nothing has ever changed. Ever. Anybody who wants to do any good is gone. That's why there's no famous conspiracy theorists that the conspiracies they don't want you to know about. If you're a good conspiracy theorist, you're probably dead. I don't want that information out. Archimotor return on capital employment insights.
Another 15 doji from the Dow coming up.
There was
and the-
just as much corruption in 2019 as there was in 2021. Yes, I have a 2:30 call for next week on Facebook. I have one. I'm more invested in other shit right now on the FCX and stuff like that. But
Who else took gold with me besides Atlas and DJ? I think BT, YouTube.
Japan's industry ministry says committed to another coordinated oil release.
I'm not trading shop
Oh,
on
I'm
Facebook.
profit. I'm red. I have to hit my stop loss, but I just want to know how does it feel, Agnes?
Right.
So I have such paper hands.
I didn't close my whole entire position, bro.
I hope.
No, I'm still in half my position.
Gold always does this. You guys know how Tesla chops before a breakout? Gold tends to dip before it breaks out. It always does this because we need to give bigger players hands. I will accept if I'm wrong and I take the stop loss, but from gold's price action, it's the same price action it always does. Nothing has changed. Nothing. Because if the move was supposed to be down, you have never seen gold when it wants to drop. That thing doesn't care, dude. It engulfs.
We wouldn't.
Yeah, it just slices through stuff.
We wouldn't be here if there hasn't been a steady string of corruption through our government. Period. You can't get to this awful place where people are short-sightingly blaming one person. Like how? No, dude, this is years and years, and I mean, damn near generations of people getting the upper hand, and letting their friends get a slice too. So, yeah, I know, I don't, I don't like any of them, and that's my political stance. Period. And I don't talk about politics because I don't like any of them. I didn't like. Yeah, no. Nope. I like my neighbors, though.
Tesla? What's going on with Tesla? Tesla interbank on the hourly.
Yes, I know Libertarian Mac. Libertarian Mac wants me to be a libertarian. No.
I have a friend that you would love.
TSLA Tesla electric fleeting. Tesla opens its longest supercharger station in the world. Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
Wow, a long one.
TSLA.
TSLA Tesla opens one of the biggest superchargers in the world.
Yeah, dude. We should be. If the entirety of America thinks that we should be legal, then why isn't we legal, right? Probably because we don't have any, like, and that's just an example, but like, that's because we don't have any local community like meetings. I've never been in one where I see town meetings or anything like that. Like, as long as we are not organized and we're arguing with each other about shit, then everybody's who's rich just gets richer because they don't have to worry about it. They just give you a problem to fight about, and then they just profit off of it. So that's just the way that it goes.
The way the cookie crumbles.
Literally, how much money has been made off of? I mean, everything. COVID. Sheesh. You can go light up the COVID death chart with Pfizer, and it would make you sick. Good old alcohol and tobacco lobbying. Straight up, dude.
Shares popping here. Traders circulating a report that was out earlier. It says OpenSea enables NFT purchases with credit cards and Apple Pay. That was reported by Bensinger earlier.
Yep. Anytime something new.
That's Tango Kilo Alpha Tango shares popping here on volume.
I don't know.
Also volume in TLPN, Dolphin Entertainment.
It's crazy because in the 90s, we had electric cars. In the 90s.
Gas and oil wouldn't have succeeded.
Oh, dude, they fried those people. They fried all of them. They took all the cars. Dude, you had to give those cars back.
Yeah.
Like, no,
No, look. All right, you want to get into this topic? Same thing I told Alice the other day. I am against this whole invasion thing, and I get it. But what is up with countries seizing mega yachts of Russian billionaires? Well,
It's basically
it's
to
more
it's
than that. Trust me, I get the whole sanctions part.
Right.
But just because this lunatic decided to do what he wanted to do,
because you can't get to
why
him.
do I gotta pay the price?
You can't get to him. So you hurt his friends. That's the only way to do it. You can't get to that guy.
They have influence.
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
That's what they're looking at it. But I'm looking at it as like, what if I just don't have anything to do with this guy?
Because if you're an oligarch and
If you're an oligarch,
you're probably making money off some corruption, but I don't know. Just like all our oligarchs. We got our own.
True.
Jeffrey
Bezos. Trust me, I see them parked all over Fisher. They don't move. Same place I've seen them since I started working there 4 or 5 years ago. Those yachts don't move, bro. It is insane. But they maintenance them every freaking week.
I'm not playing Dolphin. You can entertainment.
Now is finally gonna do it or what?
No, dude. Square is pushing. Facebook just it looks like it's gonna make a pennant. So that chop that I talked about. Oh my god, it's sickening. Sorry, I hope there's nobody with like a weak stomach in here. Yeah, so I think we just found resistance for Facebook. There it is right there. And then we know where our support is, which is right there. So either we go and we hit support here, which I'll cut it below if we flush into this gap. And that's why I only grabbed one, because I can afford a $40, $30 loss if we do end up pulling back. But if we bounce, then maybe we see this breakup to the upside that somebody out there with a lot of money just dropped on. When will RSX trade again? When the Russian oligarchs get their yachts back. If you were a Russian billionaire, wouldn't you find a way to protect my family?
No, BT, there's volatility, baby. There's no close. I'm already in. I'm about to hit TP. No volatility, bro. You know how the Dow gets? This thing doesn't care about anybody but going down.
I don't want to.
Nope. When you're playing a level like this, remember what I explained on the workshop, right? And look, this is a bit of really interesting free game that we always overlook. Anytime we have wicks are trail. If the wicks are pointing long one direction, a lot of people like to say, no, that's a rejection, that's a bounce, right? But how's the overall trend? Down? How can you call a rejection? How can you call it a bounce, right? Especially when we're not at a key level. So the wicks, to me, they're breadcrumb trails, right? They're just trails that the algos are going to go and follow because they want to get, they want to get back there and they want to eat those little breadcrumbs up, right? They're just liquidity trails. That's what they are on gold. That's what they are everywhere. Like, look at that. Look, I told you guys. Look what's going to happen when the Dow breaks 34,711. It was going to push down very aggressive. Finally, it pushed down. Look, that's all that is. It's just price action following that trail of bread. That's all. Seriously, all it is. Wicks don't lie. Was that a rack? I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
That was good.
All right.
You made good points.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I pop up?
You did.
All right, y'all. I'm telling you right now that today is so far a hot sack of crap.
Yo, BT. Sorry, Gary. Sorry. Okay.
So 132 on Square. Facebook has that gap to the downside. We did get that call flow. I don't take positions solely off of call flow, but I do take positions if I see strong call flow and divergences, which Facebook, rather than have dumped like we've seen on Microsoft and other tech stocks, AMD, chip stocks, most stocks in general, I'm thinking that it could break up to the upside. So I'm sticking with my pivot point bounce here, looking for one more curl up to try and go break and send it to the upside. Otherwise, read and react. Do not hold stuff if it's not going your way. If things are step back out, if you're too zoomed in, zoom out. And I mean, it's Friday, so I'm itching for something to either make a move or I'm out, because at this point we've already made a decent move, and we have again stayed in range. Even Facebook, Apple, right? Apple's still in its range. Microsoft, look at that bounce.
Wow, gold. Okay, sorry. I'm out of gold.
Oh, it reversed.
Oof, yeah, dude. I think I might have bought into the lower high.
Oh
But
yeah,
it didn't look like that to me. Whatever though.
yeah, huge resistance. That's one right there.
Yeah, I should have waited for that 33 close to be more sure. It's okay though. It's not of an importance.
Small nick.
Diamond hands, bro. I'm still in.
Oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I really
No, no. Remember, what I trade is not gold. It's the forex.
I am looking at gold. He's not looking at that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trading the like spot gold versus the US dollar. Dude, I closed it because the pain was too much. But if this wicks at my level and closes, I'm just gonna slap this up hard. Because look at it, it's starting to wick again. But I mostly close it because
Why not buy options on Monday? Why buy today and lose 2 days of theta decay? I'm not really worried about 2 days of. It's just fine to swing on the Mondays all the time.
I'm at 450 on SPY. That's gonna be our support. We're about to lose 451.
Long Chevron.
Amazon's diverting from Qs.
FCX is curling back up. Facebook is still diverging from the Qs, so watch Facebook and Amazon here. Oh my God, this is like trying to surf in pond water right now.
Yeah, this has not been a entertaining morning.
TSN. Is that X playing on my? Hey, it's on my fucking Instagram, my TikTok all the time. TSM, yeah, that one hit the dumpy. Oh, big old bear flag on the daily. Yuck. Okay, maybe not quite. Hold on one second. All right, I think you go there. 100. That one looks short. You got a gap to fill as well at 102. That one looks heavy. Is China talking shit right now or anything? Or what was that? Oh, we're about to hit solar maximum too. We're approaching where and we're getting hammered by solar storms right now.
Wow, fucking down. Jeez, man.
I tracked that.
No bid in sight.
Still dumping, Benny?
Yeah. I said I was gonna go to 434,575. I just didn't want to hold it in case of a wick.
Let me tell you.
I was only scalping the move.
Let me tell you a nightmare. Apple 3 15-minute candles, and all three of their highs are 174.13, and all of their lows are 172.80. Talk about a dumb range. They're a big old choppy. Like it actually looks kind of scary. It's like really indecisive price action right now. Really indecisive price action. We're holding support.
I'm going crazy right now.
I also want to mention something, guys. Don't ever don't judge yourself on days like this. The market doesn't give, you can't really take much. If you sell premiums or something like that, there's strategies to do that. I'm not one to like switch up my strategy a whole bunch all the time. But this is definitely not a great start unless you scalped the bell, which there was some good move there. Turkey's Erdogan repeats offer to bring Russian and Ukrainian leaders for talks. Yeah, well,
Erdogan. Erdogan.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm surprised Amazon and Facebook are holding that strong of divergence from the community.
It's crazy, actually. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
why.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think we bounce here. Like, I mean, that's only off of that hunch. I mean, we did get crazy flow for it.
You know what it also looks like?
But tell me,
They're selling futures.
who? Vale? It's Vale.
If
Okay.
gold is gonna give a pretty strong close, if it closes here, there's an easy 30 pip move down.
Soul. Okay, am I saying your name right? I feel like we've had this conversation. I was trying to ask yesterday. Rosol? Like Rosol?
Yeah, you know when you pick an easier name, it's easier for us to read, right?
Oh,
So
that's her name. My God.
Holy
I'm just not.
That's her name though, her real name.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like an asshole now. I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, let me tell you something there. I can't say your name out loud, buddy. We need to change that name up. Your name's not the most, doesn't just drip off the tongue either, buddy.
I do read books, but they come in the form of like 2 pages, okay? They're called articles.
Okay.
My name isn't easy to read either, my real name.
Zane Swanson. I've been dealing with a computer that won't boot all morning. I don't understand why it's doing this. All I did was add some RAM, and now it's saying there's no bootable device found. Oh, dude, you're asking the wrong guy. I would probably stick a stick in it or something, or shake it.
Meat Barn would be your guy, but if you're not in the chat, you don't need Meat Barn.
How did I come up with the Apple 172.50 bounce level? I came up. It's just been a previous level. So look at my screen. Let me not explain this. Curl up on Facebook. There it is. Let's see.
Dude,
Watch the. I might add. Yeah, I'll add maybe a weekly above 225.60.
No, I didn't get in, Meat Barn.
Right
I
here,
didn't get in.
above 226 is another place. FCX is looking like it wants to pull back to 51.15.
And bro, you should see my bounce levels that I had on it. You probably scream.
There's gold, baby. Oh, gold.
So let's see if we actually reject or what we do here.
We're gonna fall, Gary. We're gonna fall.
Don't say that. Don't say that yet. Don't say that. All right. So Apple, how did I come up with the balance level? First of all, that's a psychological number. That's 1, 2, right there. Look. See right there? Rejection. Consolidation. Retest. 172.50. Invented DNA? What are you talking about?
Talk about Willis.
Can I ask you where I got this little Cybertruck? From a little Elon Musk. He was selling them on the side of the road.
That's so funny.
I'm just kidding. I got it from Hot Wheels. It's actually a remote control car, but I broke it. I stepped on it in the middle of the night. The control. I got the wrong feet for my body. Somebody gave me the wrong feet. You shouldn't wear 14 size shoes when you're only 6'2". I should be 6'5". I got hit by a car. Stunted my growth.
God, I cannot live a day without hearing Garrett on live. I just I feel so weird.
Meat Barn, does that mean you're in 5 contracts?
Was the life-size Elon or just a little guy? Just a little guy. A little Elon. With his little solar panels. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not your favorite. What did you
Yeah,
say?
I know. I didn't. Austin, I didn't even get in. Like I literally had the level mapped out. And I didn't even have.
Guys, look at gold just dipped right into my TP.
Kind of annoyed with myself for not entering that, but it is what it is.
It's okay, bro. Just know that XAUUSD, I am going to smash your bid.
What the smash your boy? Look at the bounce on Facebook. Buyers want to send it. I feel like look at Facebook. Look at the QQQ with a daily flag here.
So guys, come back, Atlas.
What's up, bro?
The guy come back. Straight bias switched. Look at that.
Just flipping it.
Dude, above.
Nice.
There's Facebook.
Cleaned it up.
There's Facebook.
Ooh, 150 on that big boy moves.
Yo, Facebook's moving up, my boy. I'm going to smash your boy. I might add right here. We'll see how this candle goes.
Gold is down 1%. I know. You know what caused that move down, right, Atlas?
People don't like gold anymore.
It was the. It was the.
I promise you, as soon as that headline came in on the terminal, that's when gold dipped into my TP.
Damn.
I promise you. That was a sick trade.
There it is. Facebook. Facebook.
Dude, the Amazon. What the fuck?
What's up, girlfriend? What you doing?
I'm working too.
You're working too. What are you working on? You got a big important miss.
All right, let me scroll.
What you Ellie, don't scratch that boo boo.
I hurt my boo.
Yeah, you don't do that. You need to wash it.
I could put into the light here. Yeah, it did. It did. 100%. I would do a light entry until right here, but I wouldn't go full size yet.
You. Daddy.
Facebook 226.05. Adding more now. 230s. Might add 227 with these. You know what? I'll wait first for this retest. It needs to break above 226.13. The Qs have a daily flag, everybody. Take a look at it. I'll post it in the chat really quick.
If you're gonna buy Sundial, I would buy.
I hate that company.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm
It's
not.
what
I always scalp it, or I'll swing some YOLOs. I have a couple of YOLOs I'm sitting on right now.
Yeah, if it's YOLOs, but other than that, good ad on Facebook there. Hopefully we hold this high.
Hey, Alice, go look at gold.
Are you still in?
No, just go look at it. Tell me
Balance.
if news is not the best form of liquidity.
Always.
100%.
Always.
Everything they wanted to let go, right? Everything they wanted to buy, they just got it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Now, I promise you, from today moving forward, if gold does not retest that 1900, 1890 level, gold is going to 1980.
Wow.
That's what's going to happen.
Y'all, what's up?
No, I was gonna say, is there any news on CLVR sushi, or is it just running?
Is that the sushi on?
Yeah.
I love sushi.
YOLOs.
YOLOs are just
Lottery
dollars
tickets.
that I'll buy that I'm just gonna throw out there, and I'm gonna buy like one or two, maybe three or four, really, really cheap.
Usually it's expecting something to go crazy.
Is CLVR weak? Is that a weak side?
They're voting on stuff right now.
No, but I didn't know CLVR was a weak side.
I'm not super familiar with that one. Hold on, very back. One second.
Spider-Man.
No, but honestly, I hate starting especially the month like this. Or in general, I hate having recovery days, mostly because it's not that I just didn't choose to accept I was wrong. It was more of I was waiting for my stops to get hit. And my stop was, it was gonna be the close, but once I saw that aggressive candle, how hard it pushed, that just made me, let me just take the loss and wait to see what happens. After I saw that candle basically push, and look, if I can recap this really quick, so I can explain how I was able to switch my bias so easily. And you again, this can translate to anything. And this is to Gary. Will you say something?
I was chewing.
Oh. This can translate to anything. So you guys see that little pink structure there, right? So once I saw that candle so the red was my stop loss, that red level. Once I stumped out and I saw that candle was able to have so much strength and pushed and closed below that support zone, this showed me that the next move was going to be down. So I started opening my position there. I was willing to build a 4 lot position. Yeah. So the candle opened, I opened my first 2 lots, and then I was gonna add if it went up. What would have been my stop loss? Again, the red line. Because just look at that level. Look how that level is a defining zone, right? You see how gold came down and then shot back up? Gold just didn't want to hold below that level. So that to me was a really good level for stops. So once I saw that it just didn't want to go up and it just started flushing down, the rest was just letting the trade work. I set my TP because that TP is a support all the way from uh March, actually from yesterday. It was a low of yesterday. It was it was a support from yesterday. So once I saw that level, right, that's where I put my TP because that's where I knew price would go, bounce, and then try to see if it broke again. It just so happened the news came, liquidity was found, and then I just pushed down. I don't want to say I got lucky because the technicals were right, but that's how I looked at that trade. Why I was able to change my bias instantly.
I just want to.
And this was not revenge trading. I can 100% say that. I know when I feel revenge trading, this was not it.
Let's just all go play video games right now. This is just. I'm about to drop out. For real,
No,
dude.
You think price action is slow? Go look at Amazon's average volume right now.
I'm looking at Facebook, dude. It's a nightmare. I'm out.
Dude, that's crazy. Alice, have you seen Amazon's average volume?
Guys,
Disgusting, dude. It's higher than nothing.
Hey, I'm not.
Hey, bro.
I'm not cutting Facebook because I'm down because it's not bad at all. I'm cutting my Facebook position because I'm done. I'm not trading this. This is absolute hot, boiling, liquefied garbage, and I am not going to be trading or taking part. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 5-minute candles that have yet to break one single range. So, yeah, I'm out.
Amazon's traded 700,000 shares. That's it.
Wait, what?
700,000.
They said 7,000. I was like, damn, they turned.
No.
Yeah, they got that fucking small foot.
That's insane, dude. If you were to slam 1,000 shares on Amazon, you would print on the tape and you would show up. Algos would show up.
100% would show up.
That's crazy. So,
and it literally, it's algo. That's what brought it up.
Yeah.
If you guys want to hold, you can hit. You can hold. That is, I'm out because I'm just exhausted with it. I don't even care. To be honest with you.
Sorry about here.
No, that's it. I'm over it.
You want to talk about ridiculousness? 10,000 shares moved Amazon from 3,251 to 3,265. 10,000 shares.
That's actually disrespectful. I feel disrespected by the market maker.
No, I wouldn't go against the algos. Also, trade with them. No trade against them.
Yeah, listen, gold right now, this close, God, I feel like Peter just talking about gold constantly, but it's so fun to trade. This 15-minute close on gold could possibly be a reversal, right? Again, liquidity was found, right? They were able to buy up what they needed. Now they got to let it go. So if liquidity was found here, this is going to be our trail for the future. Maybe the next candle is going to go up and try to push all those fills into that 1939 level, which it strongly looks like that's going to happen. If this candle closes as a pin bar on the 15, dude, go long.
Do you guys see that flag on the cues though? The daily flag? Like it's literally
Yeah.
it's like the most perfect flag I've ever seen. Not ever, but it's
Look at Tesla's hourly. Look at that. It looks like it's going to break the flag if it breaks over 1094, 95. Why don't we all just trade gold?
we do.
Dude, you need a fund account. Seriously.
I'll do it today.
Okay. Do you have your Bitcoin wallet? Because if you don't, I can help you with like 2.5K because that's the max I can transfer.
Yeah, that'd be dope. So I don't want to see that.
You gotta set that shit up. It's stupid.
I don't want to do that.
You just did it from Coinbase, bro.
I don't have.
I have to
Coinbase
have that much
after what
Bitcoin.
they made me do with my XRP and DJ as well. Dude, me and DJ had 40-cent averages on XRP. They made us up.
Yeah.
I have.
Transferred it to a wallet.
I don't think they were letting you transfer, dude.
I think we're green. I don't know why, but look, money.
I don't know about that 15 close. It's starting to look like a trail.
No, I don't. I don't know. I would be careful here. You bounced exactly at my support. I am projecting maybe even a return back up to 311.50. I again, Facebook. Go look at Apple. Go look at anything right now. Nothing is moving out of its range at all. So until the range gets broken, that's when we can start making um, assumptions, I guess, if you will. But right now, Microsoft's at support. I don't short support. So Microsoft would have to make a 305 break. At this point, I'll miss out on any profits. I will not trade this range for Microsoft because it is support. And anytime we hit support with low volume, we get chop. And that's why we are literally trading like garbage right now. So hot dog water. Apparently, there's hot dog water flavored soda. Yep.
Yo, Atlas, has your dog ever got on one of your socks and just made a hole in it?
No, he'll take with his shirt and take it out of the bed and I just sleep on it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You know, see what my Ozzy done?
New shit.
Mind you, he eats really good food.
The best.
Did you get your socks?
Way more better, dude.
Oh my god.
Nice feet pic, dude.
Thank you. But it's covered so nobody can like it. I promise you, dude, like, get an Aussie. It would be one of the best things you ever do.
This is cool, I get. How often you yell at it?
He doesn't respond to that. Roku doesn't respond to hitting. Seriously, like, not even since he was a puppy. I hit him once, and he was terrified of the sound the only time I picked it up, so that was enough for me because he understood he fucked up.
Yo,
Roku doesn't respond to hitting. Roku only responds to you telling him to go to his cage because you basically trapped him from doing anything. That's the only thing he responds to.
Yeah.
listen, if
But
you're on
there's some
Facebook,
hugs, there's-
nice.
Right, dude.
Yeah, if you're in Facebook, that's I'm happy for you. This thing could send it, guys. I've had an amazing week, amazing couple of weeks. So, for the most part, I'm not mad at it. I'd rather I just this price action just puts me in a mood to not want to trade anyway. FCX is holding really well. Looks really good, and I'm going to continue to hold that. You can roll your contracts out and go a little bit further. There is some whales present there. I'm also seeing a lack of news, a lack of new lows and new highs. I do not see a lot of block trades coming in. My movers and scanners are not doing anything at all. It says Neo is one of the top And let me see what Neo's doing. Yeah, Neo's one of the top movers right now. And Neo is moving at the moment. But I'm not in it, so. Neo had articles come out about it this morning about tripling or something. Oh, damn, that's that massive inverse head and shoulders. Damn. I guess we rip. If we hold this supports, maybe we rip into next week. Oh, whoa, is that me? Oh. I thought that was my face for. That's
I thought it was too for a second. Wait, is that you?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. For a second, I think you look like you. It is.
What did Gary do?
Look at what back looks like. Oh God.
No, it's not. That's not me. It's not even my face.
Kind of does look like Garrett, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like 90 other like famous white people that I look just like Anakin Skywalker, Brendan Fraser. Like I get
Let's go look at those.
standard issue white guy.
Underration, my guy.
Jesus, the only famous white person ever.
What a bounce.
I'd be a terrible
told you,
famous
dude.
person. I'd probably just harass Hollywood.
Bro, I think I'm done for the day. This
is awful.
Yeah.
Oh God, Sushi, what did you just post? No, you can't do that. Yeah, you.
I was watching that.
The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna step away, guys. If I see anything or whatever, I'll come back. But
Yeah,
I might try some.
I would set alerts, y'all, but this is exactly what we talked about here this morning about having these gap ups and all this shitty setups. It just takes the wind out of the sails and allows for a lot of range bound trading. And that's exactly what we have right now. So I am going to vacate the premises.
DJ Tampa Manny again. Dude, last time when all you guys left, I was blasting music and everybody was jamming out.
Is that what happens when I leave?
Pretty much.
Okay. We'll see about that. That's good.
Karen's gonna sneak in here now.
You know, I got profiles, dude. I've been in here. Yeah.
I think I was on because I was also trading gold. Same thing that I'm probably gonna do now. I'm gonna trade that last hourly, the London close hour, and that's pretty much it.
That's
what it's gonna reverse. It's gonna go and fill that wick to 1931. Watch. All right, liquidity is the best form. Sorry, news is the best form of liquidity. God damn.
Dude, you're about to hit a resistance right now on CLBR. I'm just not like. I didn't like today's setup